And now, CCN, Crown City News, your neighborhood starts right now.
Hi everybody, I'm Tony Mead with CCN, Crown City News, your neighborhood. I'm here at the neighborhood church in Pasadena where a number of community groups have gathered, including ACLU and Pasadena City Council, to find an answer to the question, who should police the police? Panelists here say the goal of a civilian oversight operation will be to make sure officers remain accountable to people's constitutional rights and to prevent the misuse of power. Brian Buckner, president of the Civilian Oversight of Law Enforcement Organization, says several officers involved shootings in Pasadena have raised red flags and increased calls for public input into the review process of possible officer misconduct.
There have been a number of controversial officer-involved shootings, particularly of young African-American men, going back to Leroy Barnes, which I think was in 2009. Most recently, there was, in 2012, a shooting of a young man named Kendrick McDade, which was a pretty controversial shooting. And then after Kendrick McDade was a gentleman, Paris Holloway. And so it's not uncommon for a community to call for increased oversight of its police department after a controversial incident involving the police. At
the forum, sponsored by the ACLU, the local NAACP, and ACT Pasadena, the panel and audience weigh the positives and negatives of implementing citizen oversight. ACLU member Sharon Kyle says the civilian oversight is vital for the community.
I think that anything that encourages civic action, anything that encourages average rank and file people to be engaged, to participate in their communities is helpful.
The civilian oversight debate escalated last year with the release of an internal investigation of the Kendrick McDade shooting, which relieved officers of any wrongdoing. Police Chief Sanchez also called to shut down a highly regarded 2007 police community mediation program. Some Pasadena City Council members say a civilian oversight committee is not needed since the council already has a public safety committee.
The way that we presently oversee our police department, and of course the question that we'll ultimately address, I think, perhaps at the next session is, should we consider some different form of oversight? I think today, speaking now for Jackie, who couldn't be here, I know she, as the chair of the committee and the vice mayor, she feels strongly that we should not move to a different model because, and I have to admit that I share that view.
Until next month forum in Pasadena, Tony Mead, CCN.